Listen, Shakur can play, for real. And everybody's got an opinion. In fact, we live in a world of opinionaires. That's what I call them, opinionaires. They're all the shows, a bunch of guys, and a couple of them that have played, but most of them who have an opinion about what something should be when they haven't done it. Those who can do, those who can't talk about those who can. Those who have know what they're talking about. Those who haven't don't. Period.
They told you it was just an injury. They told you Shedeur Sanders was day to day. But the timing doesn't add up. The excuses don't add up. And the truth? It looks less like a setback and more like sabotage. And when Denzel Washington himself steps into the firestorm, dropping lines sharper than any headline, you know this is bigger than football. This is a war between talent, politics, and the voices desperate to tear Shedeur down before he even takes over. From the moment Denzel kicked down the door, the critics never stood a chance. He didn't whisper. He didn't sugarcoat.
Close it out, right? I got my equalizer.
People need to shut up.
They told me I didn't have a lot of time.
August 15th, the movie opens, though. You need to go to the movie. Learn how to do something. Be actually good at something. Try that. No, go ahead.
He said what every fan has been thinking. Too many talking heads, too many fake experts, too many people pretending they know what it takes to survive in the NFL when they've never touched the field. People need to shut up, Denzel said, and the entire room froze. He wasn't talking to one critic. He was talking to all of them. And suddenly, the haters who've been feasting on Shedeur's name were left staring at their own reflection, exposed. But here's the twist. This isn't just about opinions. This is about a quarterback with star power, a fan base on edge, and a franchise with a history of shooting itself in the foot. The Browns say Shedeur's injury is minor. Fans say it's a cover-up. And Denzel? He's laughing at the absurdity.
Too much talking. Too much talking. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody's sitting around getting fat, thinking they know how to do it. Just because you can sit behind a desk and chit-chat doesn't mean you can do a damn thing.
Reminding everyone that Shedeur wasn't benched because he's not ready. He was benched because he was too ready. Think about it. One practice with the first team.
Yeah, there are more people. There are more Shedeur haters than there are Dylan Gabriel
So listen, I've
haters.
seen a lot of Shedeur haters, obviously.
They found you?
Yeah, they didn't take him.
One chance to shine. And suddenly, the story flips. Suddenly, the coaches and front office decide it's time to be careful. Careful of what? Careful of him proving every hater wrong in real time? Careful of upsetting the veterans? Careful of exposing just how much this rookie already means to the team? Fans call it sabotage, and honestly, it's hard to argue. The Browns know the truth. People are tuning in for Shedeur, not for the backup, not for the PR spin, not for the endless excuses. Every time Shedeur steps on the field, the numbers climb. Every time he sits, fans admit they changed the channel. And that's what terrifies this franchise. They don't control the narrative anymore. He does. That's why the injury line is so convenient. It buys them time. It calms the panic. It hides the fact that the Browns are once again fumbling the future in front of millions. Denzel sees it. Fans see it. Even the haters see it. But they're too busy moving the goalposts to admit it. First, they said he couldn't run. Then he outran the defense and made it look easy. Next, they said he holds the ball too long. But every time he holds it too long, he's staring down pressure, refusing to panic, and delivering throws most veterans wouldn't even attempt. The criticisms are recycled. The excuses are tired. And that's exactly why Denzel's words hit harder than any highlight. He's not here to debate. He's here to remind everyone that greatness doesn't ask for permission. The Browns, on the other hand, seem allergic to greatness. History proves it. For decades, they've drafted and discarded quarterbacks like disposable napkins, always searching, never building. And now, with Shedeur Sanders right in front of them, they're treating him like just another experiment. The comparison writes itself. It's like rebooting a movie nobody wanted the first time, except now the director cuts out the star halfway through filming. Fans aren't stupid. They see the setup, they see the politics, they see the sabotage.
Purpose is not found in what you do, but it's found in what God has for you to do in what you do, right? And Shedeur Sanders who's widely, I mean, if you look at the situation, if you know the situation, if you don't know, we'll go.
And that's why every vague day-to-day update feels faker than the last. No crutches, no boot, no doctor's explanation. Just whispers and PR fluff. Injured, but not really. Benched, but not really. Protected, but from what? Not from defenders. From the truth. Denzel doesn't let them slide. Every time a critic chirps about Shedeur not being ready, Denzel cuts in like the NFL's Grim Reaper of bad takes, reminding them, this isn't about readiness, it's about opportunity. And the Browns aren't giving him one, they're hiding him. Fans know it too. The attendance numbers don't lie. The preseason ratings don't lie. When Shedeur's on the field, people watch. When he's not, they don't. He's already bigger than the system trying to contain him. That's what makes the Browns furious. That's what makes the haters loud. And that's what makes this story more dangerous than any injury. Because Shedeur Sanders isn't just a rookie. He's a brand. He's a headline. He's a star. And stars don't stay hidden for long.
Too much talking. Too much talking. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody's sitting around getting fat, you know, thinking they know how to do it. Just because you can sit behind a desk and chit-chat doesn't mean you can do a damn thing.
The longer the Browns keep him sidelined, the bigger the backlash grows.
Like this is some kind of master plan.
The bigger the backlash, the harder it'll be to put him back
not in a way
quietly.
that lets anyone
This
off
isn't
the
a paper cut treated like a broken leg. This is a quarterback treated like a threat. And when that kind of pressure builds, it doesn't end quietly. It explodes.
They could take a
But that was
generational player
only
and
the
turn him
beginning.
into a footnote faster
The
than you can
Browns think
say,
they're
"He's
controlling
not
the
type to
story,
let a little
but really,
manufactured
they're
drama
writing the
derail
script
him."
for the kind
He
of
knows what he
comeback
brings
that
to the field,
NFL
and he
legends are
knows
made
that the
of.
best way to silence
Every
a
vague
hater is to make
update,
them watch
every
you win,
questionable depth
which is why
chart
Denzel
shuffle,
keeps reminding
every
everyone
excuse they
loudly,
throw out
repeatedly,
only
that this
fuels the
little detour
suspense.
isn't
And
there.
when Shedeur
Holding his
returns,
arms,
the
raising
stage
an
will
eyebrow,
already
and
be
letting
set
them
for
know
him
they've
to
just
silence
embarrassed
every
themselves.
critic with one
It's
throw.
almost too convenient.
That's
The
what
Browns get to
terrifies
dodge
the haters the
backlash of
most.
benching their
They can
most
handle
valuable
mistakes.
player while
They can
giving
handle
themselves a
struggles.
built-in excuse
What they
if
can't
things
handle
go
is
south.
being proven
If they
wrong.
lose, well, they
And
didn't have
Denzel knows
Shedeur
it.
themselves on the
That's
back
why
foot
he
managing
doesn't
the
waste
roster
words.
like geniuses.
When he talks
It's
about
politics and
Shedeur,
pads,
it's like
and
he's
Denzel
looking
calls it
straight through the
exactly
smoke
that.
screens,
Only with
calling
way more
out
style
every
than the
lie,
Browns PR
every
department
weak
can
excuse,
handle. The
every
NFL
desperate
loves
attempt to
sell the
control the
idea that
narrative.
it's all about
If you've got a
competition,
problem
merit,
with
and
Shedeur,
performance.
Denzel
Anyone
says,
paying attention
maybe
knows
the
there's
problem
always
is
more
you.
going on behind
It's
the
not just a
curtains with missing
clapback,
pieces.
it's a warning.
Haters think
And
they've
it's not
scored some
just for
kind
the
of moral
critics on
victory,
TV,
but all
it's
they've
for the
really
Browns
done
front
is set
office
themselves
too.
up for the
This
most
isn't the
awkward
first time the
Monday morning
NFL
of
has
the
tried to
season.
sideline a
When Shedeur
star
comes
before
back
he was
and
ready.
starts dropping
History
dimes on
is full of
defenses
players
like
who
it's
were
nothing.
protected
Shedeur's
right
story
out of their
isn't ending
primes.
here.
But
If
Shedeur
anything,
isn't built
this
to
is the
fade
setup
into the
for the kind of
background.
return that
His
leads
journey
both.
from
They're not
Jackson State to
critiquing to help.
Colorado
They're critiquing
already
to
made him a
confirm their own
household name.
biases.
His
They want Shedeur
preseason
to fail
debut
so they
pulled
can
millions
point
of
and say
viewers
they were
like it
right.
was a playoff game.
Denzel doesn't let them
His
off the
star
hook for
power
that
is
either.
undeniable.
He'll lean in,
And that's
lower his
exactly
voice,
why
and
this feels
let them
less
know
like
that
an
rooting
injury
against someone
and
just
more
to
like
protect your own
politics.
ego is the most
Fans
pathetic
see it.
kind of fandom.
They admit
Every
openly,
week that
I
Shedeur's
turn
out
the game
is
off
another
when
week the
Shedeur's not
Browns
playing.
risk proving Denzel's point.
That
They'll
one
let
line
them
is enough to
forget.
keep owners
He's been
awake
here
at
the whole
night.
time,
The Browns
watching
know
the
that
Browns
every
fumble
snap
their
without
own
him
future,
is a
and the haters
reminder
trip
of
over
what
their
they're
own
wasting.
bad takes.
And
when Shedeur
when
is
ratings
back
and
under
ticket
center,
sales
making the
revolve
throws
around a
they said
rookie,
he couldn't,
the front
Denzel's
office is
going
forced to
be
make
right there,
choices they
front row,
can't
handing out
control.
reminders that
That's
this
when the
was never about
sabotage
injury.
whispers start
The
to sound
offense was
real.
sputter, and
But
the
here's
same
the
fans
irony.
who were trashing
The
Shedeur
longer
will
Shedeur is
suddenly be asking
sidelined,
when
the
he's
bigger
coming
his
back.
legend grows.
That's the irony.
Just like Tim
His
Tebow
absence is
before
going
him,
to make him even harder
Shedeur
to
is becoming
criticize.
bigger than the
When the team
stats,
starts missing
bigger
his
than the
leadership,
playbook,
his
bigger than the
decision-making, his
game.
arm, the
Only
haters
this
won't have
time,
much
the
left to
hype
say.
isn't built on
Shedeur
flash,
Sanders is
it's
just
built on
business as
substance.
usual. Like the
He's got the
NFL hasn't
arm,
seen
the
players
poise,
take harder
the
than
vision,
their
and the
paychecks
stage
and still
presence.
suit up the
He's
next
the
week.
kind of player the
All he's gotta
NFL
do is
craves,
drop that
and the kind of
signature
player the
pause
Browns are
before a punchline,
terrified
and
of.
suddenly
That's
every
why
armchair
Denzel keeps
quarterback in
hammering home the
Cleveland
truth.
is feeling like
The
they
Browns
just
aren't
got
protecting
called out by their
Shedeur.
disappointing
They're
just about one
protecting
player.
themselves.
It's about a franchise
Because
that's
once
been
he
chasing
proves he's
stability
ready,
for decades,
once he
finally
delivers in
getting a
live
glimpse of it,
action,
and
the
still finding a way
excuses
to
vanish.
sabotage itself.
The
It's
veterans
about a
lose
fan base
leverage,
that's so
the
conditioned
critics
to
lose
disappointment,
content,
they'll turn
and
on
the
their
Browns
best hope
lose
without even
control.
realizing it.
That's why
And
this
it's about a
injury
league
is so
that loves
convenient.
drama
It's
more
the
than it loves
perfect
fairness.
buffer,
When
the
Shedeur comes
perfect
back, and he will,
smokescreen,
it's not
the
going to be
perfect
some quiet
excuse.
return to scream
But
about
excuses
loyalty.
don't last
It's time
forever.
for them to be loyal
Sooner
to
or
the
later,
guy who's
the
giving
pads
them a
go
chance
on,
to win.
the cameras roll,
Here's
and the
Denzel,
rookie they tried to
shaking his head
hide
slowly
becomes
like
the
he's
story
watching a
they
kid
can't
try to
escape. And when that day comes, Denzel will be waiting with receipts. Every lazy criticism, every fake update, every weak excuse. He'll remind the haters of all of it. That's why the saga feels less like a setback and more like the setup for a blockbuster ending. The Browns think they're playing chess, but when the pieces hit the board, it looks a lot more like checkers with missing pieces. Shedeur isn't going anywhere. He's not a disposable experiment. He's the kind of player who takes every doubt and turns it into a highlight. And when he's back under center, dropping dimes like nothing happened, the silence from his critics will be deafening. But don't expect Denzel to let them slip away quietly. He'll be there, front row, reminding them exactly what they said. Reminding them that every great story has a villain, every hero has a low point, and every comeback has a moment where the world realizes they were wrong all along. This isn't just about the Browns fumbling another quarterback. This is about the NFL witnessing the rise of a star they can't control. A star who draws fans, rattles front offices, and leaves critics scrambling for new talking points. A star who refuses to be silenced. Shedeur's injury isn't the end. It's the cliffhanger. It's the pause before the explosion. It's the setup for the kind of return that will force even the loudest hater to admit the obvious. They tried to bury him, but they forgot. Stars don't stay buried. They rise. And down from the coaching staff. Shedeur Sanders walks back onto that field straight from the top. The only question left won't be about his readiness. This wasn't Stefanski's It'll call. be about whether the Browns, the critics,
and the entire
NFL are ready for
power.
Because
he didn't
if
just
this
endorse
saga has
Sanders,
proven anything,
he handpicked him.
It's that you can
Overruling
stall a
the
player,
coaching staff
you can
that
doubt
clung
him,
to veterans
you can
like a
spin the
security
narrative,
blanket.
but you
Draft
can't
day
stop
wasn't
destiny.
destiny.
It was sabotage.
And Shedeur Sanders is
Stefanski
coming.
and Barry